right here at Eagle Stadium. So that's what's ahead of us. The right to play off in the grand final. Queensland North ready to go. New South Wales not too far behind.
I think the big challenge tonight for the New South Wales boys will be how do they keep Yates, number 14, off the glass. He's just been an animal all tournament. I think it's about 13, 14 boards per game. So that'll be a tough task for the New South Wales boys today.
Well, here we go. Harrison Evans up against Kane Runnels in the tip. And Queensland North come away with the first possession here in this semi-final. So Runnels now. Yates. Nice finish to open the proceedings here for Queensland North. And here is Proctor, the star of the show here for New South Wales.
That's probably not the start New South Wales wanted there, giving a nice easy one to get Yates going.
And draws the foul early, Proctor. Averaging 23.5 points per game so far this tournament. 5 boards and 3 assists as well, as he looks to open his account here.
The thing with New South Wales, if they can get Proctor going early, it's going to go a long way to them getting the job done tonight. He's really carried the scoring load for them. Mundine's been one to watch coming off the bench. He provides a really good spark for them.
12 points a game off the bench, Mundine. Look forward to seeing him soon. As Queensland North look to retake the lead now. So Evans does a good job there, just poking it away from Yates.
Well, Evans can do that. He's got the size and the length to really disrupt that post catch and really make it hard for Yates, who's really physically dominated a lot of guys this tournament so far. So Evans is good in that position there, just making that shot tough for him.
Pulls up this Hawk, and Yates comes up with the board, but good D in the end there from O'Donnell. But Queensland North stick with it. And the 3 ball goes up just a little bit off in the end. Great defense there from O'Donnell to bring down the board. Into Evans. He goes to work down low. Gets up his shot and finishes.
Great finish. If Evans can provide a little bit of interior presence for New South Wales, it's going to go a long way, especially what you want to try to do here, I think, is go at Yates early, see if he can pick up a foul or two.
Long range 3 ball from Benjamin Tweedy. Gets it to drop for Queensland North. Proctor now. Hands it off. Here's another 3 to respond. No good. It's fallen out of his grasp though. O'Donnell comes down with it. Back out to Proctor. Evans. What can he do here? Evans will fire from 3. The big man from long range.
Well, you know, I know Harry's grandparents are probably watching the telecast, so they'd be pretty happy with his start today.
Rory Hawk drawing the foul there. Nice, strong drive to the hoop.
Just got to keep an eye on Evans with the fouls. If you really don't want him out of the game early, they've been good at managing his playing time and his fouls. But the last thing you want is him out of the game because New South Wales get really small really quickly.
First one drops for Rory Hawk. Of course, Basketball Australia Centre of Excellence scholarship holder out of Townsville. As he makes both from the line. 7 apiece here, just 2 minutes into this one. Ayubi now looks for Evans. They do well to deny him down there. Proctor, got plenty of space now. This is what he does best. Oh, great move. Yates is just enough to deny him, and it will be Queensland North ball.
From memory, they did a pretty good job throwing bodies at Proctor in that first game. So look for them to really make all of his catches tough, all of his drives tough. It's going to be a long night for Proctor if they're going to get it done.
Runnels hands it off to Hawk. What can he do now? Finds his way inside. Can't quite get it to go though. But it will stay last off New South Wales Metro. into Yates. Rory Hawke gets it to go. Nice little reverse lay in there. Couple of buckets early for Hawke.
He's a tough cover Hawke. He's sort of a do-it-all guard, can shoot it, but really loves to get to the hoop. You know, and that's going to be tough. Can they contain him and force him to take contested shots?
Ayubi kicks it over to O'Donnell, who tries to go baseline. Good defense, though, in the end there from Tweedy. And here is Runnels. Can't quite get it to go. Proctor comes up with the board. He'll always look to push the pace. Forcing his way to the hoop. Nice pass to Evans, but it's a charge. Great D from Queensland North early.
Tough call there, but Proctor will always look to get downhill in transition. That's his game, and that's what suits him. Unlucky on that call there. Probably 50-50, I'd say. But I'm a bit biased.
Tweedy now has Ayubi right up in his grill. Yates offers the screen, rejects it, tries to go left. Good D there from Evans in the end. It will be Queensland North ball.
And that's what Evans does well. He's good. His positioning's good defensively. If he's not blocking shots, he's changing them.
So Hawke now into Yates. Back to Hawke. Comes around the Runnels screen. He'll pull up from the elbow. That one will go.
Very similar to the game-winning shot he hit just a night ago on this same court.
Ayubi. Back to Morgan. Right idea into Evans, but the pass was a bit off there. Missed opportunity for New South Wales Metro. So they're pressing up now. Not too much trouble for Hawke getting up the court. Here's Yates. What can he do here? Runnels. Back out to Tweedy.
Good defensive to his right. Possession so far for New South Wales. They just got to make sure they... Well, Queensland seem to have just hit everything they've thrown up so far. Now, the D's been solid for 20 seconds of the shot clock, and then they end up getting a decent shot.
She's nearly a hand in there was Tweedy. Proctor got his work cut out. Body's diving. Ayubi with the floater. That one drops for New South Wales.
And he'll give you points, Ayubi. Ayubi can get in the paint. He's pretty crafty with it, and he's got that great little sort of floater mid-range game.
Nice hesitation move by Rory Hawke. Strong finish.
I think New South Wales are going to have to change something up defensively because Hawke just seems to be able to do whatever he wants right now.
It's 8 points in the ball game already for Hawke. Morgan hands it back to Ayubi. Evans presents with the screen. Here's Morgan now from the corner. Drains it.
A big shot.
Runnels. Gets a hand in as Proctor. Pittman manages to keep control. What can Yates do here? Working on Evans. Good D in the end from the big man. Comes
Evans,
up with the stop.
Just a great job defensively there. Yates has really had his way with everybody so far this tournament. And Evans seems to have been the only one that can really disrupt him defensively.
Just a bit of a mishandle there from Ayubi, so it will stay with Queensland North as Mundine checks in for the first time.
Look for Mundine to give him a bit of energy here. He plays hard. He won't be afraid to take tough shots too.
So hands it into Yates. Mitchell Hill's come off the bench as well for Queensland North. And Tweedy gets it to go. They've had a really hot start here the last few minutes for Queensland.
I'd love to know their shooting percentage. It's got to be pretty high.
Above 50 at the moment as it stands. Ayubi, tough lane, couldn't quite get it to go. And diving on it there is Tweedy. Does well in the end. Gets it back out to Hawke. Yates with a big screen. Sees a wall of blue ahead of him. Opts for the 3-ball. Yates did well with the O-board. He's turned it over here, trying to save the cross court. So what can they do here, New South Wales? Queensland does well to get back in time. Proctor hands it back to Ayubi. He opts to drive right. Wide open 3-ball here. Just a little bit strong there for Lewis.
Lewis had a pretty solid tournament for New South Wales as well, product of Newington College back home, and Coach Nottage, who I hope's watching the telecast. One of the only guys I will give a shout out to. He, the godfather of New South Wales basketball, we call him.
Mundine now. His first touch of the rock. What can he do here? Pulls up for the 3. There's that tough shot and makes it.
So yeah, this kid's had 2 or 3 massive games this tournament. And then the big ones too. So hopefully he can provide that spark again.
Proctor on Hawk, down to Yates. Nice little drop step, gets it to go. Strong start from Yates. So Queensland North leading by 4 here. Been a quick start to this one. Proctor steps back for the 3-pointer. Couldn't get it to go. Hawk now, working on Mundine. Found the space for the 3-ball. Hawk just a little bit short in the end.
Both teams a little tired now, settling for the jumpers. Love to see some penetration here offensively.
Mundine does well. Good contest in the end by Yates, just worried him out of it a little bit. As Beecroft checks in for the first time, Tweedy takes a spell. Hands it off to Proctor. What can he do here? Single digits on the shot clock. They get the ball out of his hands and nearly Rory Hawk. It will stay with New South Wales Metro, but only 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock to work with.
Proctor's great in these situations. One of the best players in the tournament. You just want to get him the ball and let him create.
I think Proctor might have just copped a wayward arm to the head then, so that'll be on Wilson. And they can see they are targeting Proctor, like you say, Anthony. Proctor, jab step, 3, just a little bit short in the end. Mundine does well. Another 14, right back up there on the clock. Gill working his way to the hoop.
Good take from Gill, just unlucky not to get the roll.
So here's the backup point guard for Queensland, Beecroft. Hawk. Into Yates, gets his touchdown low. What can he do? That's his shot. Just couldn't get it to go in the end, but good O-board from Queensland. Unfortunately, hands it back to Proctor, and he's off now. Got 2 ahead of him. Nice pass into Gill.
Great find.
Great fast break execution from New South Wales.
If New South Wales can limit Queensland to 1 shot and then push it in trans, they're going to be in good shape.
Hawk now. Beecroft, what can he do? Comes off the foot of Proctor. Now he's away.
Go again.
Swift round the back move. Got such a quick handle, does Tyrese Proctor. As Mundine, that's the same spot. He got the last one just a little bit right. So less than a minute remaining now. Hawk pushing the pace. Wide open is Beecroft. That's a long 2, just a little strong.
The points have definitely dried up late quarter as both teams sort of feel their way into this game. Great
Proctor,
pass.
Gets it back. Well executed. And it will be 2 shots at the 3-throw line. Great cut there, Anthony.
Yeah, nice little change up there for New South Wales. Instead of coming off the handoff, he made that little back cut. Good action. As Evans checks back in.
So, chance to draw even here before the end of 1 for Proctor.
Yeah, and I think New South Wales will be pretty happy with that at this point. I really think that Queensland sort of came out firing and you know, to be even tied at this point or 1 point behind is a positive for New South Wales, I think, going into the quarter.
Certainly feels like Queensland has had the run of play, but it is a sign of a good team to still be even when it feels like things are going against you.
Absolutely.
So Hawk now 15 seconds to work with. Shot clock off. Mundine right up in his face. Yates is looking for the screen. Gets around it. Just 4 seconds remaining. They've got to get a move on here. Mitchell Hill gets it up. That's a little bit short. So that's it. 18-9's hand at the end of one. Queensland North take a slender 1 point lead into the end of one. Anthony, been a pretty exciting first quarter of basketball.
Yeah, a bit of a chess match there. Queensland seemed to throw the first couple of punches, but New South Wales sort of steadied the ship a little bit. Were a bit better defensively in some of the adjustments they made, but yeah, look, it'll be an interesting second quarter. It's who can get their stars going. I think Evans makes a massive difference for New South Wales on the interior defensively. And can New South Wales get Proctor going? And then for Queensland, it's, you know, they want to keep crashing Yates to the glass and keep getting in post catches, because as soon as Evans gets in foul trouble, the New South Wales bigs, they thin out pretty quickly.
Yeah, certainly Yates has been pretty active early in this one. Has a steal and a block already to his name, and it has looked like a real presence down low, as has his counterpart Evans. Proctor just the 3 points so far, but gee, he has been seriously active. A couple of steals to his name as well. You can see how dangerous he is, even when he's not scoring the ball.
Yeah, and he'll get going at some point, you know, like the shots will start to fall, percentages will come his way, but the Queensland guys so far have done a great job on him, and that's why they're up so far in this game.
The captain as well, Rory Hawke for Queensland North, has been active. 8 points to his name. He is the game's leading scorer.
The thing I love about Hawke is, I would say he's probably the tournament's leader in charges taken. And from a coach's perspective, that's just phenomenal in terms of the kind of guy you want in your team, and you know, just his understanding of the game defensively and being able to get in the right positions at the right time and then put his body on the line for the team. You know, at this point of the tournament, everyone's probably pretty banged up, so he leads by example in that regard.
So we get back underway here. Evans back on the court for New South Wales. Yates will take a spell for Queensland. And Marcus Hamilton as well, seeing some of his first minutes here this evening. Here he is. Ayubi now. Got Hawke on him. What can he do here? Into Evans. Working on Runnels. Using his length nicely. Gets it to go.
I love that. It's you haven't seen a lot of that from New South Wales at this tournament so far. So either they've been playing their cards close to their chest, or they've decided that, you know, they really want to throw that thing into Evans a little bit and see how he can create.
Hawke has the screen there. Opts against it. Working on Mundine. The lefty finish just didn't go. Big block there from Evans. There's that defensive presence we've come to know.
Tell you what, Mundine's such an underrated defensive player. Like, he just got into Hawke there, made that a tough shot. I think he's the key, really, to that matchup. If he can lock down defensively, he gives you so much.
Bodies hit the floor as the ball is loose, and it will be Queensland North basketball. So New South Wales right up here.
I think they have the lineup here to sort of get after him defensively a little bit, although that wasn't great.
Beecroft all the way for the easy floater in the end. So did well to break the press.
It's not what you want out of your full court pressure there, just an easy release and a layup on the front of the rim.
Evans catches it at the elbow. Mundine with some space to work with. And the reach in on Hamilton, so he's drawn the foul. Looks to be on Mitchell Hill.
Now we got Coach Rodney Anderson here for Queensland North, and he came over to me before the telecast and asked me to give his lovely family back home in Townsville a shout out. So shout out to the Anderson family. Hope you guys are enjoying the telecast.
I love that. It's always good to have the king of shout-outs here, Anthony.
Absolutely. None of my mates are getting shout-outs, though, just other people's families.
Runnels now. Jeez, look at that length. Into Wilson. Gets it to go for Queensland North. So Mundine now.
Very quickly, you got Proctor and O'Donnell about to check back into this one. They just, you can see they don't want to let this thing slip away.
Hawk ahead to Wilson. Wilson there with the screen, opts to go left. Hamilton had a hand in and he's drawn the foul, so he'll go to the line for 2.
Geez, Hawk just, he's so strong, you know, he can get to the rim and he's poised. He can take a bump or two and finish through contact, and, you know, he'll live at the foul line tonight if they can't do a better job of just cutting off that first step, that driving line. It's going to be tough. I actually like the Mundine matchup on him, but let's see what happens here.
First one rattles home for Hawk. Splits a pair from the line. Queensland North remain up by 4 here, and Proctor has indeed checked back into the game. Hoping to...
A little bit of extended zone here for Queensland, it looks like. Just to be a bit disruptive defensively.
3 ball just a little bit short there from O'Donnell. Fallen into the arms of Beecroft.
O'Donnell's added the 3 ball to his game just recently. Actually, he comes from my school, O'Donnell, so we've been working on that in the gym. He can knock it down. Hasn't shot it exceptionally well, but it does a good job of stretching the floor for New South Wales.
Here he is on cue. Hands it off to Proctor. He gets a nice shot, and it goes. That's in his wheelhouse, Tyrese Proctor.
I like this matchup for New South Wales here. Mundine on Hawk. This will be interesting. See if we can keep him out of the paint.
Nice work getting a hand in there, Mundine. There's a couple of substitutions about to come in. Pittman and Knight for Queensland North. And Hawk taking a well-earned break.
This will be the chance for New South Wales to strike, I think, here. You get Hawk out of the game. You know, can you really get into their guards and get an advantage here?
22 points a game and 9 rebounds, Rory Hawk. Been very busy all tournament long. Kane Reynolds with a long 3. No good. So there's O'Donnell with the board. Denying Proctor nicely there, Queensland North. Keeping the ball out of his hands. Here's Mundine. That's a deep 3. Splash! Second one for Mundine. He is on today.
And his dad's sitting just behind us to the right. So everything I say about Mundine today is going to be super positive.
Come up with the stop here. Here's Proctor. Working hard as Pittman to stop him. Comes around the Evans screen. Second opportunity.
Great job getting his team that second shot.
Mundine, another 3-pointer.
Tell you what, Queensland going to want a timeout soon.
And all of a sudden, in a hurry, New South Wales retaking the lead. 4 points ahead now. Beecroft, ops left. Corner 3, no good. Yates comes up with the O-board, though. Good deep from Evans.
I tell you, he's just a game changer there defensively. And a lot of the stuff with Evans you don't see on the stat sheet, you know? It's the change shots, it's the adjustment the O's got to make, and there's that timeout for Queensland.
Great finish there from Ayubi. So there's a timeout, as you said, Queensland North. But how about that Mundine 3-pointer? Third 3-pointer of the game already.
Yeah, when he's on, Mundine. And, you know, he had a huge game against Vic Metro earlier on in the tournament, led the New South Wales team to win that one. And then last night he came up with 22 points in a big city country game out on court 3.
So, quick run here for New South Wales. It feels like they put up about 10 or so points in a real hurry, Anthony.
Yeah, I mean, and it's sort of coincided with Hawk coming out of the game. And unfortunately for him, you know, he's going to have to log 38, 39, 40 minutes in every game they play because he's so instrumental to them being successful.
Yeah, the captain, of course, of Queensland North, as we see Coach Rodney Anderson chatting to his men. So a lot of positives early from Queensland North, but of course the undefeated New South Wales Metro, they have regained control a little bit here, so a bit to work on.
New South Wales just seem to find ways to get it done as this tournament's gone on, and credit to Coach Potter and the coaching staff there, you know. Good with their scouts. They seem to get the guys in and out at the right times. You know, they're timing out at the right times. They've made runs when they needed to. Guys have stepped up and made plays, and, you know, hopefully for them they can get it done. But back comes Hawk anyway.
Yeah, right on cue, Anthony. Straight back into the game, like you said. Yates offers the screen. He's going to work now. Picks up his dribble. Proctor gets a hand in. Look at this. How creative. Over the top. Proctor goes to the hoop. What a block from Pittman.
Great defensive play there.
Gee, that was exciting. Over to Mundine.
You'll see a lot of that with Proctor. He just wants to get out and go. That's where he's comfortable.
Gets just enough space to get his shot off.
Great board.
And Proctor tips it back up and in.
And that's what I love about him. He'll find ways to get things done. You know, can't get that score in trans, but he'll crash the glass and get a little putback.
So, Tweedy now. Looks to be a foul call here on Morgan. Evans will check out for New South Wales.
I think just managing his minutes. Big guys got to get up and down the floor and move a lot defensively. They just want to make sure he's as fresh as he can be. So if I'm Queensland now, I'm probably looking to go to Yates here a little bit.
2 blocks already in the game, Evans. Gee, great finish there from Pittman over the extended arm of the defender. Lewis now hands it off to Morgan. And the referee's seen something here. We'll get another look at it.
They're getting real physical with Proctor off the ball. I think it's number 7, Pittman. He's face guarding him off the ball, just trying to make every single possession a tough one. Coach Anderson not just questioning the call.
So Morgan now to inbound. And once again, manages to get it to Proctor, but Pittman right up in his face. You can see that's a real concerted effort from this Queensland North team. Mundine now for his 4th three-pointer. Can't get it to go. Well done tapping it out there, though. Back to Mundine. Reset the shot clock. Here we go. Proctor at the top. O'Donnell. Shot clock running down. Morgan puts up the floater, and Hawk flies in for the board.
Great D from Queensland there, forcing New South Wales. Tough catches, tough shots. That's what you want. You want to push them off the spot, make them catch it off the three-point line, challenge them for everything they're trying to get.
Yates gets an easy bucket over the top of O'Donnell.
Just a bit too big and strong. You know, Evans has the length where O'Donnell at 6'7", 6'8" is going to struggle to contest those shots.
Geez, big screen in the air. It's an offensive foul there, and geez, Yates let him know about it. Just put a little bit too much into that. Obviously, trying to stick up for his teammate as well, probably. Pittman's giving Proctor an extremely hard time as Mundine comes for a break.
Oh, I know O'Donnell well. He plays better when he's angry. So this will be interesting to see. Hopefully he's packed his big boy pants and he's put them on because he's going to need them for Yates.
Rory Hawk now. Tweedy drives baseline. Out to Knight. There's the corner 3. Just a little off as Morgan drags it down for New South Wales. Ahead to Proctor. This is the sort of touches they want to give him. Gill. 3 ball, no good there for Lewis. As we approach the end of the first half, New South Wales Metro, a big second quarter. Rory Hawk looking to arrest momentum for Queensland North.
Done a better job of slowing down Hawk. Now it's a matter of, As I say that, big three from Tweedy there.
Brings it back within 1 point for Queensland North. Tweedy up to 10 points in the ball game. Proctor picks up his dribble. Geez, strong drive to the hoop there from Lewis.
Great take from Sam Lewis. He's come off the bench and given New South Wales some really good minutes all tournament.
Knight. Tweedy full of confidence after his last three. Oh, big block from Morgan. Good team defense there from New South Wales.
Yeah, and that's what Morgan will do. Great team defender, good on-ball defender. He's had a lot of big blocks, a lot of big steals, and is usually getting one of the other team's best players in terms of matchups as well.
Hawk now. Tweedy, another three-pointer. That one a little off. Pittman does well, but it ends up in the arms of Morgan. He's pushing it ahead now. Draws the foul in the process. So he'll go to the line for two.
A couple big plays from Morgan there if he can knock these two down. As I said in the telecast a few days ago, his older sister's actually here, is Isabel, and she's headed off to Davidson later this year to continue her basketball career.
As Morgan makes the first. Two from two for Lucas Morgan.
Big minute 30 here, I think. You know, if New South Wales would be looking at the scoreboard going, can we get this thing to double figures? And Queensland are probably trying to cut it to tie it up. As O'Donnell and Yates really battle inside. That's a tough finish.
Yates is really having an impact on this ball game now, up to 8 points. Ayubi. O'Donnell found himself in a bit of space. Here's Lewis. Oh, great block there from Tweedy.
Wait clock, gonna have to get a shot off.
They're running out of time. Hawk comes up with it. Can he keep it in? Gee, close call. Needs to give it off to a teammate. Here's Tweedy. New South Wales resets the defense. Tweedy's driving hard. Back out to the corner. Pittman comes off his knee. Fallen into the arms of Gill. Ahead to Morgan. What can he do here? Gets the finish. No, it's just fallen out. Looks to be last touched by Yates. So it will be New South Wales Metro ball, but a frenetic play there, Anthony.
Oh, it's just been a little scrappy, you know. Guys are getting into it defensively. It's what we want to see. Semi-final, everything on the line. I think we've got a timeout coming for New South Wales here. It'll be interesting to see what they draw up.
So 3 points the margin here, which is 38 seconds remaining in this first half.
Yeah, if you're New South Wales going into this timeout, I think you want to see if you can get a nice, good early shot here. You really want to go 2 for 1 this possession. And clock management, you know, I've noticed through the tournament hasn't been done really that well. So if I'm New South Wales and the coaching staff, I'm talking to my guys about getting 2 possessions to their 1 here, if possible.
Yeah, certainly. Coach Reece Potter talking things over with his crew now, surely giving them similar instructions. Proctor up to 7 in the ball game. And Pittman, of course, on the 2 personal fouls, but clearly team plan there to try and deny Proctor off the ball as best they can.
Yeah, look, I think they're willing to sacrifice Pittman offensively and just let him go get it defensively, which is, you know, what I do. I think you got to make everything that Proctor does tough.
So Evans back into the ball game as well to counter Yates. Gets it on the inbound. Hands it off to Ayubi. Here's Gill. No good on the 3. So 30 seconds to work with here. New South Wales Metro should get another shot though. Here's Steedy. Tweedy hands it off to Wilson. Over to Hawk. Only 5 left
here. Great D, New South Wales.
Oh, and Wilson gets it to go. just in time. 5 seconds to work with. The UB needs to push it. Comes off his foot. So it will be a foot violation. 2.3 remaining.
Doing this with Proctor on the bench too, which is interesting.
So what sort of a shot can they get off here? Ahead to a UB. He's got to throw it up. Gee, got quite close to the rim in the end, but no good. So 1 point the margin. New South Wales Metro lead. Game on here at Eagle Stadium in Werribee. Anthony, how'd you see the first half?
Look, it was up and down as it ebbed and flowed as the game went on, and Queensland made the first run. New South Wales looked like they kind of wanted to break away there in the middle, but Queensland did a good job of getting Hawke back in the game and just tightening things up defensively. And I think this is what it's going to be. They're going to be peaks and valleys all the way through this game, and I think it might end up being whoever makes that last run at the end of the night.
Tweedy leading the way for Queensland North with 10 points. Hawke with 9. Yates as well with 8. They're the 3 key scorers for Queensland North. And look, a pretty even scoring spread for New South Wales Metro as well. Mundine leads the way with those 3 3-pointers. He's got 9. Proctor with 7. Evans with 7. He's been good as well on the defensive end, hasn't he, Evans?
Oh, I love the way he plays. He just changes the game. Like I said, it's the contesting of shots and rebounding at one end, and then the finishing at the other, especially with that big 3 that he made there early in the first.
Well, 1 point the margin here after the first half. They're playing off for the right to play WA Metro in the grand final. We will be back in 5 minutes to bring you the second half. See you soon.
My name is Rory Hawke. I'm 17 and representing Queensland North.
My name is Andy Hurd. I'm 15 years old and I'm representing North Queensland.
Combo guard, so 1-2, yeah.
I would say I'm like a 1-2, but mostly a wing player.
Pretty aggressive scorer, facilitator as well, playmaker.
Fast, I guess just trying to read the D.
A leader, yeah. Someone who's organises the team.
My teammates would describe me as probably loud. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. Playing against the best players in the country for a whole week is pretty awesome. You don't get that opportunity too often, so it's good to play in these sort of competitions.
Very different to back home. It's a lot faster and more up-tempo compared to Queensland basketball.
Play professionally, possibly go to college, or play overseas or play here in Australia would be pretty nice, yeah.
I really want to go to college and I'd love to play for Australia one day.
I look up to Donovan Mitchell a bit, plays for the Utah Jazz. Similar playing style to me, I suppose, so yeah, I'll try to model my game after him. Yeah.
I really look up to Shyla Heal or like Gemma Potter because they play pretty similar positions to me and they're really great basketball players. Yeah. Yeah,
it's pretty awesome as well. Playing against the best players in the country every day. So the environment's great. The coaching staff's great. So yeah, it's a really awesome experience. Yeah, it's great. He's tough, but he gets the best out of us, and it's really fun playing for him. Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we compete together against each other every day, so it's a bit of talk in the lead up, but just you try and beat each other, have a bit of fun as well. So
my name is Tyrese Proctor. I'm 17 and I'm representing New South Wales Metro.
My name is Jada Crawshaw and I'm 16.
I'm a point guard.
I play 5, which is post.
My playing style would be more of a scoring facilitator as a guard and sort of getting everyone else included as well.
Aggressive, yeah, play aggressive, really want the ball.
I'm hopefully a leader on and off the floor and scoring guard, yeah. And making the NBA is a long term, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully to play like with Australia. Yeah, just Australia would be good.
One of my biggest models that I model my game or try to is Allen Iverson. So he was probably one of my biggest role models looking up to, yeah.
I really look up to Liz Cambridge. Yeah, she's like very inspiring, very inspiring.
Playing for Australia was amazing. You know, the whole journey to Cairns, playing against the Tall Blacks, yeah, it's really good. Just playing with the boys, the environment, really professional. It was a great experience. Never forget it, yeah. It means a lot, you know, not many kids, especially at my age, get to represent their country at the highest level of basketball. So it means a lot putting the jersey on, just seeing everyone watching on TV, watching there. So yeah, it meant a lot. It's really good, you know, training against the best of the best every day, 4 times a week, like in the gym. So yeah, it's just really good being a part of that program. Very professional and yeah.
Hello and welcome back to Eagles Stadium in Werribee for this semi-final between New South Wales Metro and Queensland North. My name is Liam Ellison. I will be your play-by-play commentator, and I am of course, joined by Anthony Sarapovic from Shaw School.
Almost
Anthony, welcome back.
Almost got it, Saparovich, but it's okay. I forgive you.
My apologies.
It's a tough one. They threw you under the bus a little bit with that one.
Of course, the king of shout-outs as well, Anthony. He's our eyes and ears on the ground for New South Wales basketball. The undefeated New South Wales Metro team and the 5-2 Queensland North team currently taking it right up to New South Wales Metro, aren't they?
Yeah, look, I think we always sort of knew this would be a tough one, and they've just done such a great job on Proctor, who's been the heart and soul of this New South Wales team. And, you know, if he gets going, New South Wales go. But if he can't, they've got to find other ways to score. I'd really try to look to use Proctor as a bit of a screener here if they're going to guard him that way. But we'll sort of see what sort of adjustments Coach Potter has coming into the third.
Pittman, of course, has been right up in his grill all game long so far. And it's been an interesting battle between the two big men, Lockie Yates and Evans as well.
Yeah, look, I actually think Evans in that one-on-one matchup has probably won that. I'd give him sort of the nod, but Yates has taken advantage of the times that he's not been on the court and just use his size against some of the smaller, younger New South Wales bigs.
as we see the two bigs right there on the court to start us off. There is Pittman and Proctor. And Mundine as well with 3 big threes in the first half. He starts us off with the inbound. Into O'Donnell. So here is Proctor. What can he do here? Pittman right up in his grill. Gets a hand in.
Jeez, it's just such good D by Pittman. Like, he's just working for everything.
And off screen here, the Queensland North bench are really getting behind Pittman there. They're really happy with that defensive effort as we get another look at it here.
The issue with New South Wales here is what happens is Proctor gets the ball and then everyone has to everyone's sort of standing and watching. I'd love him to do a bit more work off the ball. If they can get the ball in someone else's hands, try to create some other way.
Runnels, the nice cut to the hoop. Such long strides, made it look easy. Mundine hands it off to Ayubi. Over to Mundine. Got Pittman on him. Pulls up from the free-throw line. That one drops.
Just the energizer bunny Mundine. You know, he's made big plays whenever New South Wales need them.
Hawk hands it over to Runnels. Into Yates. Easy finish. Nice set play there from Queensland North. Proctor has it in the backcourt. Pittman on him. Does a good job at denying him. Here's Ayubi. Shot clock winding down. Here's Mundine. Puts up the floater. Just a little too strong, and Hawk brings it down.
New South Wales are going to have to find ways to get good scores as...
Oh, Runnels gets him with the pump fake and the and one.
It's just not great D from O'Donnell there. He's got to stay on his feet. I don't think Runnels has shot well at all from the three-point line. That's probably not in the scouting report.
Chance to convert the three-point play and make it a 4-point margin. Really quick start here from the Queensland team.
O'Donnell comes out after that miscue defensively. The only difference between here and back home is I'd be screaming at him.
Hawk pulls down the rebound, so another second chance opportunity for Queensland North. Into Yates. Good denial, though, by Evans. Pokes it out to Lewis.
Just so long defensively, makes that pass, makes it tough. And if the bigs don't hold their seals, he's going to get deflections and force turnovers.
Ayubi tries to get it into Evans. Here's Lewis with the 3-ball. Evans with the second chance opportunity. So it's a foul call on the floor.
I think that they've stopped that for a reset, actually. I think they've gone to shot clock. I think it just grazed the rim. So they're resetting that to 14. I'm a bit concerned with the New South Wales offense. It seems that, they seem to be settling. A lot of contested jumpers, a lot of threes. I'd love to see something at the rim here.
So Proctor now comes around the Lewis screen. What can they do here to remedy that? Ayubi with the floater. That one just bobbles out. Falls back into his hands. Ayubi a second opportunity. Here's Mundine. Another three-pointer on the way, maybe. No.
Great board, Evans.
Evans with front position, but Rory Hawk with their hand in. Crafty play there.
Hawk just seems to make big plays all the time for Queensland.
Tweedy with the three-throw line jumper, and Proctor does well to come down with the board.
Proctor wants to go here.
Hands it off to Lewis. Here's Mundine. Proctor now with the wing three-pointer. That one just bobbles out, though. So they're struggling to start this third quarter here a little bit, New South Wales Metro, as Rory Hawk, strong take to the hoop.
New South Wales might want to grab themselves a timeout here soon, especially if they can't get a score. They're really struggling to get going at the start of this quarter. Have come out very flat.
Looks as though Proctor's pulled up a little bit sore. We'll get another look at it here. Might have bang knees there, I believe.
Oh, here we go. One guy out, the other guy in, and they just keep rotating guys onto Proctor. And Marshall Wilson, I saw him play Proctor in the pool games, and he was exceptional. Just physical and tough, makes everything tough for him.
Well, we're approaching 4 minutes into this third quarter, and New South Wales Metro with just the 2 points so far. What can Proctor do to change that? Over to Mundine. Gets around Tweedy, tries to hand it off to Morgan, but no good. Or Lewis, rather. Here is Tweedy the other way for Queensland North. Pulls up for the three. That one drops.
Yep. And there's that timeout from New South Wales. Queensland with all the momentum.
11-2 run to start the third quarter for Queensland North. And they lead by 8 all of a sudden.
Yeah, look, I can't see how New South Wales are going to get scores here. They've been so reliant on Proctor. And Queensland are doing an exceptional job, just making his catches tough, fighting over ball screens, doubling, doing all those things. You know, how do New South Wales get some cheap, easy scores now? They're going to have to change something up here. I'll be really interested to see what Proctor comes out of the timeout with.
Certainly a lot of pressure here on Tyrese Proctor. And, of course, Anthony Mundine in the crowd here watching his son. Fantastic to see some famous names in the crowd. And he's been good here as well. Mundine, 11 points, 5 boards. The leading scorer in the game for New South Wales Metro. Important spark plug off the bench.
Yeah, look, they're going to need him and probably one or two other guys to get going here, especially if they can't get Proctor some good looks. You know, and that's where they're really struggling. And he does look like he's limping a little bit here. I don't know what he's done. But he's definitely come up a little sore.
Yeah, it looks to be a ginger knee, I think. So hopefully he can sort of run it out, but not great signs.
I don't think it's going to get any easier for him either, if I'm honest.
Yeah, you can see he's definitely harbouring something. Here's Morgan now. Hands it back to Proctor. We've got Wilson on him now. Nice take there by Proctor. Just up and over the defender.
And
pops it in.
That's what they needed. They needed something on the rim, and Proctor gave it to him. That's a big play.
So Tweedy now finds Runnels. Cutting to the elbow. That's a tough shot. Can't get the baby hook to go. And they got tangled up there, Yates and O'Donnell. So it will stay with Queensland North.
That's a rough call. Good box out. He's just got to box and go get it, I think, there. But I'm never one to argue with the officials.
Yeah, it's a pretty pointless battle sometimes.
Oh, it's a pointless battle I've fought many a time.
Great finish there by Luca Yates. The help came as well over 2 defenders. Just too big in the end.
They've got to do something different with Yates, especially when Evans isn't on. It's okay to play behind him when Evans is on, but if Evans is out, they've got to front. They've got to do something different because once he's caught it there, it's over.
Lewis's 3 just can't fall. So leading by 8 now, Queensland North. This has been a really big 5 minutes for them. Chance to potentially make it double digits as Morgan gets a hand in, but he's being called for the foul. As we'll see the reach in here. Always a risky play trying to reach around the body like that. Harrison Evans checking back in. Runnels. Here we go. Easy left-hand finish in the end.
Runnels is a slasher. That's what he wants to do. He wants to get downhill. You got to guard him. If you're guarding him, you want to turn him into a shooter. You want to jump off and make sure you give cushion and catch that first step. If you let him get up ahead of steam, he's going to get on the rim and score.
Here's Proctor and Wilson. They were getting tangled up just moments ago. Yates comes up for the double. Forces it. Oh, there we go. Runnels with the nice steal. Using his length. And Mundine gets a handing. Great defensive play for his team. Scramble on the floor. It's fallen into the arms of Lewis. So Proctor now. Potentially get some space if he works ahead. Here we go. Evans presents. And he's running down the shot clock. He'll pull up for the 3 ball. Just a little short in the end, but it's fallen out into the arms of Lewis.
You know, it just feels now like New South Wales, it's all one out. There's lots of dribble. There's not a lot of ball movement. You know, they're allowing Queensland to get set. They're allowing Queensland to sort of dictate what they want to do defensively. New South Wales are going to make some changes here to get back in this thing.
So Proctor will have a rest here as a UB checks back in. So Anthony Mundine as well taking a spell. Hit the deck just moments ago.
Yeah, looking at this lineup, you know, I think Ayubi's a guy that can really get going. You know, I've seen him back home in the reps and in the school leagues. Like he's a kid that can get going and really get hot in games. They're going to need to find some offense from somewhere because they haven't even looked like scoring this quarter.
So Mitchell Hill checking back into the game for the first time in the second half. Here is Ayubi. What can he do here? Lightning quick step he's got. Out to Lewis.
Very creative Ayubi. Like he'll get into the paint and there you go, on cue. I must know what I'm talking about.
Great finish there from Ayubi. Creates space so easily. Here's Hawke. Instrumental for this Queensland North team. Off to Mitchell Hill. Here's Knight. Lukey Yates working down low. Good D from Evans, but he gets over the top for Yates.
It's a tough finish over a 7-footer. You know, he's just got poise. He's strong.
Up to 14 in the ball game now, Lukey Yates. And they get the call as well. Queensland North bench is up here.
Yeah, Queensland's just got all the momentum.
And here we go again with that finish from Lukey Yates. Really strong stuff. So Hawke now had 8 in the first quarter, just 3 since. Leading scorer for this Queensland North team. Look at that. Crafty move. Step back. Nice D though from Queensland in the end. And Ayubi just got a hand in there when Yates took down that rebound.
It looked pretty clean to me. Oh, yeah. Well, that's why I'm not a ref.
Well, it will be baseline ball. Mitchell Hill to bring it in for Queensland. Gee, Ayubi could have nearly got a hand on it there. And the shot clock expired. I'm not sure if he got it off before. So, yeah, it will be New South Wales Metro ball.
Really, really big 3 minutes of basketball here. I think if you're Metro and you go into this thing down 6, down 7, you're happy. If this thing gets out to 15, it could almost be game over.
2:40 remaining. All at stake, a chance to play WA Metro in the grand final. Corner 3, no good. Hawke does well to bring down that rebound. Hotly contested.
And that's where Hawke's great.
Oh, what a finish there from Rory Hawke. Queensland North bench wants the and one. They won't get it, but gee, that was tough.
So strong, tough with the ball, plays through contact. He's just had a great tournament, Hawke.
Coming alive offensively in the last couple of minutes. He's been a warhorse for this Queensland North team. Here's Hamilton. Oh, big block from Yates. Hawke comes in, but Evans comes up with it.
Big play for Evans.
Nice play by the big man. Much needed for his team. So we see that foul call again. It's going to be 2 shots. They are in the bonus, Queensland North.
Now I do have a shout out to give. I've got some of the boys that played for me last year. They're all watching the game at home. Will Edwards, Dan Morley, GPS basketball champions from last season. They're actually watching the game, cheering on their teammate James O'Donnell. So, g'day, boys.
Rory Hawke gets the job done as well from the free throw line. So Proctor's back in, and straight away Wilson is right up in his grill. Interesting to watch this battle over the last 2 minutes. 12-point ball game. Key couple of minutes, as you mentioned, Anthony.
They're using Proctor as a screener, just something a little different.
Steps back for three. Hawke's going to corral it here. What's he got ahead of him? He's picked up his dribble a long way out and drawn the foul. Really playing like a leader at the moment is Rory Hawke, willing his team to victory.
He's just done it all for these guys for the whole tournament. You know, for me, I think he might even be the player of the tournament at this point in time. He's just put the team on his back when they needed them. He's made big plays. You know, even that game winner last night. But, you know, down the stretch, you saw what they looked like when he was on the bench. You know, that's when New South Wales made their only run. So he's just been phenomenal.
Done a bit of everything tonight, Hawke. 15 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, a couple of steals to go along with it. Another 2-for-2 trip to the free-throw line as Runnels checks back in for Luca Yates, who's also been fabulous so far in this one.
Absolutely. I mean, those two guys have had exceptional tournaments. I think Yates is leading the tournament in rebounds per game with close to 14.
Yeah, 18 points per game. Just under 14 boards, as you said, Anthony. It's a really impressive stat line. Here's a Yubi. Foul line floater. That one drops. Important bucket for New South Wales Metro. They stay in touch.
Yeah, couple big stops here. They really got to dig in defensively now.
Hawke pushing the issue. Back out to Runnels. He's got a wide open three. That one no good, and Hamilton does well to come down with the board.
Yeah, I think they're gonna let Runnels shoot that all day. A coach once told me, you're open for a reason.
Geez, Proctor nearly got the finish there. Wilson comes up with the board. So Mitchell Hill now. Opts to hold it up. Oh, nice pass. Just left him wide open in the end, Knight.
And this is trouble time for New South Wales now.
They need a bucket here. There's no doubt about it. 14 points the margin. What can Proctor do? Out to Hamilton. Picks up his dribble at the free throw line. Evans with a baseline J.
They'll take it. It's funny, they sort of went to him early and then went away from him. I'd love to see him get some deep post touches.
11 points in the ball game now for Evans. Gee, that's a tough shot from Mitchell Hill. So that's the end of 3 here. It's a 12-point ball game to Queensland North, and what a quarter they had. 25-10 in that third quarter, as we see Rory Hawke there. So they'd be stoked with that quarter, I reckon, Anthony.
Absolutely.
The Queensland North coaching staff.
Well, they won it by 13, and it's really been the championship quarter all tournament. Whoever's come away in this quarter and made the big run, it seems to have closed the game out. Now, you know New South Wales won't go quietly. They've got something there, but they're going to need to come out firing. They've just been sort of, it feels to me like Queensland's won the 50-50s. Queensland's been up and in more defensively and just sort of wanted it a little bit more. You don't want to have to coach that effort, and especially in a semi-final, they should, hopefully they can dig deep and find something to get back into this, but you want to make the first run right now if you're New South Wales, big time.
Do you think potentially they've looked a little bit one-dimensional with the great work they've done shutting down Tyrese Proctor?
Look, yeah, absolutely. It worried me all week that, you know, we went when Tyrese went, and, you know, if teams do a good job of making things tough for him, you know, what do we got next? And you can sort of see it now, you know, where do we get that scoring from? Mundine's made some huge plays in a couple of games, but, you know, where does it come from in this fourth?
Yeah, equal leading scorer Mundine with Evans. It seems to be Mundine and the Ubi are providing a little bit when Proctor's not there, but you do wonder sometimes where those buckets are going to come from. Only 12 points in that third quarter for New South Wales Metro. But they are undefeated, Anthony. I mean, you know, they're clearly a great team, so I think we could be in for an exciting finish here.
Look, it's not over. It's not over, but it's going to be a tough uphill battle for this Metro team. They're going to have to change something defensively here.
Yates and Hawke back out there for the Queensland North. Two of the stars so far in this one, and all tournament really. So Morgan defending Hawke toughly. Into Yates, low block. Steps around. Oh, well done, Proctor, to get a hand in there. Morgan's away now. Queensland done a good job to get back to reset their D. Proctor out to Hamilton, corner 3 ball. Bench is up, it goes.
That's big. It looks like they're going to double Yates on his catch. I think that's a great adjustment for Coach Potter. It's important. You can't let him go to work on the inside. Got to make those catches tough.
Back to a single-digit ball game. As Pittman looks set to check in for
Good
Queensland.
D.
Another stop there. Well done, O'Donnell. Just wrestled it out of the arms of Yates. Proctor over to Hamilton. Here's Mundine, another 3 ball. That
Ooh,
one drops.
That's big.
Very, very
That's big.
Timeout on the floor. Queensland North there to talk things over. It's a 6-point ball game.
I told you, Mundine, he has not been afraid to take the big shot, and he did it there again. Wow, that went from 12 to 6 fast.
4 of 7 from the 3-point arc. Anthony Mundine in this one so far. He's up to 14. And gee, we've got an exciting finish in store. Only been a minute of action.
Absolutely, and it looks like O'Donnell's getting something looked at. He might have copped an elbow to the face. So he's getting something checked out by the physio or the first aid there. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. He had a couple of great possessions there on Yates. So they might look to get Evans back in now to get him replaced.
Couple of blocks early in this one for Harrison Evans. Both teams done a pretty good job of staying out of foul trouble here. Pittman on 3, of course, has been obviously defending Proctor really strongly.
Yeah, and I think you'll live with that. The Queensland coaches know, you got 5 fouls, use them wisely, and the same thing there with Wilson. I think they're just going out there. You got to face guard him, deny him the ball, make everything tough.
So Mundine has been huge in this ball game for New South Wales Metro.
Hopefully he can continue to make big plays.
They've really needed some offense from elsewhere, and he's provided it. Hawke looking to steady the ship for Queensland.
Really undersized New South Wales team here with Sam Lewis guarding the big guy. They're making his post catches a lot tougher now, which I like. But, in the end,
yeah, Yates takes advantage.
It's going to be tough. At least with O'Donnell, you got a bit of size. Now they're very small.
And looks to be a blocking call here on Pittman.
They're just rotating guys on him. When Pittman picks up his 4th, Wilson goes to him and vice versa.
So that's his 4th now, Pittman. Proctor.
That's a
goes
great
left.
jab.
Oh, what a block there from Rory Hawke.
Man.
Double-handed volleyball almost.
He is just great defensively. He gets to the right spots on the floor all the time, sees and reads the game really well.
Over to Pittman for the corner 3. Great rebound there for Hamilton.
It looks like O'Donnell sorted out whatever was going on with his lip. So he's checking back in.
Oh, Yates took advantage of that opportunity. Made sure Lewis knew about it.
Oh, I like Yates. He's tough. Old school physical guy. Queensland sort of just settling a little bit now for the 3 ball. I don't know why they wouldn't just throw it into Yates.
So here's that block from Rory Hawke again. Love the way he went the double-hander.
That was a volleyball, what do they call that, a spike?
Yeah, some serious verticality for sure. Runnels back into the ball game now. Here is Hawk, working on Morgan. Gets his shot. What a finish. Fading away. Back out to 10 points.
I just feel like Queensland's had that variety. They've had the inside, the outside. They've looked at matchups. They've done a really good job with that.
So Proctor now over to Hamilton. Pittman on Hamilton for a change. Here's O'Donnell back in the ball game. Good block by Yates, but he follows it up. Good second effort.
And Jimbo's talking a little bit to Yates. I kind of like that. That's good. I hope they keep going at it. That'll be fun.
We know he plays his best ball angry, like you said earlier, Anthony.
Absolutely.
So that's going to be a foul on Morgan. Just maybe collected the quad of Hawk on the way through.
Yeah, I think you want to probably try maybe get Evans back into this game in the next couple of minutes. Because I think these next sort of 2 or 3 minutes are going to be really interesting. You know, what's the next run? If New South Wales can make that next one, it's going to be a serious finish.
Tweedy set to check back in for Queensland North. Got 13 in the ball game and a plus-minus of 20. Pittman checks out with 4 fouls. He's worked hard all day defensively.
He's been phenomenal. I mean, Proctor's been easily one of the better players at this tournament, and he's done an excellent job on him all day.
There's that slashing effort again from Runnels. He's been threatening to do that all evening.
That's the one thing you can't let him do. You know, they've just got to be better than that. You know, they just can't let that kid get up ahead of steam.
Oh,
and get
big
on the
block
rim.
there. And Wilson let him know about it as well. Here's Runnels again. Gee, O'Donnell comes up with the board. That would have been a big moment if he could convert that.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit chippy out here. This is what we want to see. Semi-final time.
Force the ball out of Proctor's hands. That's a deep 3 there from Hamilton. Oh. Gets it to go.
They needed that.
Certainly did. Back to a 7-point ball game.
Can they get stops? Can they limit Queensland to 1 shot? And then they want to run. Get the thing in Proctor's or Mundine's hand and go.
Hawk fighting his way inside. Tip by Runnels, no good. O'Donnell comes down with the board.
What, O'Donnell's rebounding the hell out of the ball at this end. It's good to see. There's Proctor on the rim.
Nice move there from Tyrese Proctor. Puts him into double digits with 11.
Game on right now.
New South Wales Metro making their run. You knew it was coming. How can Queensland North respond? Yates comes for the screen. Here's that duo for Queensland North. Hawk and Yates. Gonna have to go again. Hawk will pull up for 3. Yates nearly with the O board, but Hamilton does well to bring it down.
They've done a good job keeping Yates quiet here these last 3 or 4 minutes. The O'Donnell's done a good job getting a body on him, keeping him off the glass. It's good to see.
Energy is building here in Eagle Stadium. Chance for a spot in that grand final. WA Metro are waiting. Here's O'Donnell. Just found himself too far under the rim. But it will stay with New South Wales. And we'll get another look at that block again from Wilson. Nice play. You can see him let him know about it as well on the way through.
Great athletic play.
So 5 minutes remaining here in this ball game. Proctor's found himself in a lot of space.
He's made that more than he's missed at this tournament, but it just hasn't seemed to fall for him tonight.
Still looks a little bit proppy as well, Proctor, on that knee. Seems as though he did collect a knock there earlier in the game. Tweedy now. Mundine doing his best to stop him.
That's good, D. But the New South Wales guards done a good job of just fighting over those ball screens and making things tough.
So Yubi back into the ball game now.
I'd love to see him get going. I think he's the key. If he can get a couple, he's just so creative, so crafty at getting in the paint. Like if he can get 1 or 2 easy scores here, makes things interesting.
All 3 of those dynamic New South Wales Metro guards in the ball game at the moment. Here's one of them, Mundine.
That would have been
get the
huge.
3 to go. So Hawk just slowing things up, trying to compose his team now. They still lead by 5. In need of a steadying bucket though. Tweedy with 10 on the shot clock. Hawk goes left, strong finish. No, he can't do it. Nearly fell on the lap of Luca Yates, but that is a big stop for New South Wales Metro.
Huge.
Proctor now. He's got Hawk on him. 2 of the stars of this tournament. Into O'Donnell, easy finish in the end.
There you go. Jimbo's got his big boy pants on now. He's ready to play. 1
possession ball game. New South Wales Metro have a lot of momentum right now, Anthony.
Yeah, this is what we wanted to see. I always thought it'd be close. It's going to be awesome fun. Last 3.5 minutes.
Wilson. Little pump fake. Ayubi gets in there. Here they go. Mundine off to the races. Too easy in the end.
Queensland, that's big.
Quick finish there from Mundine. And the bench is up for New South Wales Metro.
They're rolling now. That's the team I've been watching all week. They came now, finally, 4th quarter. Good to see.
Ayubi and Mundine there just combining for the steal and the finish. And they're making the difference at the moment, those guards.
Oh, mate, Mundine's just been exceptional. I was pretty harsh on him early in the tournament, you know, I just said some of the shots that he took, but geez, he hit some big ones, man. He is a big-time, big-game player.
Certainly brought it here. Leading scorer in this one for New South Wales Metro with 14. Evans with 11 as well. Proctor with 11. He's really, I feel like, had a bit more of his way here in this 4th quarter. Not showing up on the scoring sheet necessarily, but he's dictated the action, I feel.
You can't keep a great player like him down. He'll find ways to do things, whether it's making a great pass or locking down defensively, getting a big rebound or a deflection or a steal. And that's what he's done to get him back into this game. Now, the other thing is some of the other guys have started to make some plays now too. You know, so it'll be interesting to see what happens now. Do Queensland make any adjustments and what do they run out of this timeout? I think they've got to go to Yates here in the post.
Reece Potter finishes addressing his troops.
Interesting, still no Evans.
Yeah, O'Donnell still getting the nod down low. Big job for him.
To be fair, he's been pretty good this quarter on it. He's done a pretty good job this quarter. Got exposed a little in that first half, but he's made it tough this quarter. They shouldn't have got him angry.
Tough cover as Luca Yates. Here's Tweedy now. Ayubi on him. Here is Yates. The matchup we've been speaking about. Hands it off to Runnels. He finds some space on the left. Good contest there from O'Donnell, but it's fallen in the lap of Yates. Can't convert. He has got the foul call, though.
Geez, that hurts. You just got to clean up the glass there. Big guy goes across to help. Guards have got to come in and rebound the ball, especially an undersized team like they've got on the floor now.
2:50 remaining in this game. Massive stakes. New South Wales Metro have come from 14 points down to now only trail by 1, and it will be New South Wales ball.
So I love the adjustment Potter's made. They've gone into a half front. They've just made that pass a little bit tougher. Pressure on the ball on the wing and then making that post entry tough. You know, I thought great adjustment now.
Here's that matchup again, Proctor and Pittman. It's been good all evening. Mundine, back to O'Donnell. Oh,
Great
nice cut there
pass
from Proctor. Just can't handle it. Gee, the idea was right, though.
Really good action there, and I reckon that's come out of a timeout. Really smart. They're overplaying it. Let's put him in some situations where we can back cut him, see if we can get him something on the rim.
Right up in their grill now, New South Wales Metro. Hawks away, though. Mundine forces him to pick up his dribble. Yates hands it back to him. Hawk. Floater. Little short. Stop for New South Wales. Mundine's off here. Sees a wall of maroon and opts to hold it up.
Queensland's been good in D-trans. They haven't given up much.
Back to Proctor. Steps through. Mundine, corner 3. Defender right there. That one's dropped in. Can you believe it?
Mate, I'm telling you.
Mundine with another three-pointer.
Big shot,
Fifth
Mundine.
of the ball game. Big shot, Mundine. Here's Pittman, gets around here. Ball, big block by O'Donnell. New South Wales take the lead.
Now, this is what we came to see.
All the momentum with the team in blue at the moment. Here's Lewis, back to Proctor. Big moment if they can get a bucket here. Only 90 seconds remaining in this ball game. Round the back, nice move by Proctor. Gets the O-board.
Great O-board.
Important rebound there from Proctor.
Where do they go here? Ball screen with Mundine. Can he make another big play?
Mundine. Oh, lovely move. Just
Jeez,
can't
that's
get
tough.
it to go. So Queensland North have really struggled for a bucket this quarter.
It's
in fact,
dried up massively.
they've only got 6 points here. 20-6 in this fourth quarter, Anthony.
Here's the matchup they want.
Yates gets the hook shot. There we go. All tied up at 68 apiece.
I just think you got to send the double there. You don't want him. Once he's got that deep seal, it's tough. Make it a tougher catch, but send the double.
40 seconds to go. All tied up. Here's Mundine. Big shot, Mundine. Can he do it again? That one's a little short.
Thought he got fouled there too.
Queensland North now with a chance to respond.
It looks like New South Wales will get the last shot regardless here, so if they can get a stop.
Rory Cork, chance in the grand final, up for grabs. And Runnels has got the call here. Neither team in any foul trouble.
You really want to make sure with that Runnels, you just don't want to overplay that. You got to sit in a stance and give him pushing, turn him into a jump shooter. Last thing you want is him getting on the rim.
Shot clock reset, got 14 to work with. Here's Luca Yates, hands it off to Runnels. He finds it. Oh, great block there by O'Donnell.
Tell you what, O'Donnell's made some massive plays defensively in the last 2-3 minutes here.
10 seconds left. All tied up. What can Proctor do? Gets the call.
Good. This is good. New South Wales will get a chance at timeout and talk about what they want to do here.
And here's that block again from O'Donnell. He's, as you said, Anthony, defensively he's been outstanding through these last few minutes. Timeout on the floor. So what's the play here, Anthony?
Look, I think you want Proctor shooting the ball. Although my second guy would be Mundine. So I'm probably getting Proctor to inbound it and then finding a way to get him the ball back. If I don't have Proctor, I'm looking at Mundine. Both of them, the thing that you got with both of those guys is they can create their own shot. You know that they're going to get a shot off. It may not be the highest percentage shot, but with both of those guys, they've got a chance to go in.
It's going to be exciting. 6.7 left on the clock. Could we have another game winner here in this tournament? We saw one the other day.
I might go crazy if there's a game winner.
I think we all will. We've got a pretty good crowd in the house as well today.
I know the people at home do want some bonus basketball. There's nothing wrong with a bit of bonus basketball. Another 5 minutes of play. The last thing you want is a turnover.
Yeah. It's all at stake here. As we get set to get back underway, the teams return to the floor.
Yeah, look, I think the last message from Potter here is let's just make sure we take the last shot. The last thing you want is a turnover or an early one and give them a chance to respond. The worst thing now for New South Wales should be overtime. Worst case scenario.
What has he drawn up here, Coach Potter? Proctor's there. Gets it into Proctor. 6 on the clock. Forces it out of his hands. Ayubi drives baseline. That one nearly goes, comes up with the defensive board. So we're going to overtime here in this semi-final. All tied up at 68 apiece. And New South Wales Metro, a dominant fourth quarter to force back overtime. 20-8 in the end they outscored them by.
What an awesome finish. I'm glad. I think the fans at home deserve 5 more minutes. That was some serious hoops being played there, and for New South Wales to get back into that. Now I guess it goes over to Queensland. You know, what adjustments do they make? What do they come out? Where do they go? I think they've got to go to Hawk. You know, I really do. I think he's the key to them winning this game.
Look, I think it might be the game of the day so far. It's been fun, Anthony. Hawk on 19. 5 assists as well to go along with that. Yates has been fantastic. We know that. 18 and 12. He's been strong all tournament long. But it seems like New South Wales Metro might have the momentum. Proctor just seems to be getting his way a little bit more. I wonder if that continues here in the fourth. Or maybe they insert Pittman back in, Queensland, just to sort of shake them up a bit.
It did feel like Proctor got to do a little bit more of what he wanted to do in the second half of that fourth quarter, and it sort of correlates directly with New South Wales having some success offensively. But don't underplay the big shots of Mundine and the massive defensive possessions from O'Donnell.
O'Donnell with a couple of massive blocks there towards the end of the fourth. He's got 3 blocks in the ball game.
Now, I'm getting a few texts from some friends. They're calling me Sepp Van Gundy, apparently. So I'm telling you, NBL, you've got my number. Well, you don't, but I'll give it to you. Feel free to call.
Plenty of fans back home in New South Wales for you, Anthony. The shout-out king doing what he does best. As we head back in to begin this overtime period.
So Evans in, O'Donnell out. I like that. I think they'll probably look to insert O'Donnell after a minute or two for Lewis here. That's a good, that provides us with some good matchups. But Lewis has had a great tournament. Look for him to get on the O boards. Makes great plays defensively. This is where I want the ball to be.
Here's Evans.
That's
where
you want to go. That's where you want to go. And you know Yates doesn't want to pick up any fouls. I'd attack him. Make him play D.
So Tweedy now. Over to Hawke. He's the man for Queensland North. Loses his footing. Needs to get out. And he does. Just 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
New South Wales crowd calling for a travel.
And they've just about run out of time. Oh, my goodness, Pittman. I don't know how that went down. But he's got it to go. 70 apiece here. There's that finish again by Pittman. Mundine now, over to Ayubi. He finds Lewis in the corner. No good. Big stop there for Queensland North. Every stop crucial from here on out. Runnels tries to hand it off to Tweedy. Ayubi putting him under a lot of pressure. There's that duo again. Hawke and Yates. Hawke pulls up. Very smooth.
He's got that mid-range game down. You know, just makes great decisions off the ball screen. Is poised with it. That's a great shot. And he's made that play over and over again.
So Pittman indeed back on Proctor. Doing a good job denying him off ball. Here's the big man Evans. Hands it off to Mundine. Been great so far in this one. Draws the foul.
Used his body well there, Mundine. It was solid play.
That'll be baseline ball for New South Wales. As Morgan replaces Lewis. So Proctor to inbound. What can they do here? Mundine's in a bit of space. Thought about the 3 ball. Has to pick up his dribble. Nearly over the backcourt. Proctor does well there.
For Proctor to create here.
Shot clock running down. That's a shot for Morgan. Huge. That one goes. Big shot for Morgan.
Proctor draws so much attention. You know, all these guys are so lucky. You know, like it's almost like playing with LeBron. You know, sit in the corner, get your hands up, ready to catch and shoot. You're going to get good shots because he's getting you the ball.
Out to Hawke for the response. Yates does well to get a hand in, but it is Queensland North ball. So Lukey Yates with a hustle, that was rewarded.
It looked like it came off Yates there. I do have my baby blue glasses on, though.
Tinted blue they are, Anthony, but it will stay with Queensland North. Here's Tweedy. Back out to Hawke, wide open. Ayubi's off here. Mundine's ahead, gets it to him. Nice work there from Mundine to see off Hawke.
He's been exceptional in this game. He's just made big play after big play, just when New South Wales need them.
And with that bucket, he breaches the 20-point barrier. Up to 21 in the ball game. Defense chant from the crowd. They swing it round to Pittman. Proctor stops him in his traps.
New South Wales here. They've really pushed Queensland out of their stuff.
Runnels with the 3 ball. It's fallen into the lap of Yates, and oh, well done there from Ayubi to come up with it.
Ayubi.
3-on-2. Mundine with a wide open shot. Oof. No good in the end. That would have been a massive bucket.
He went for it all there. I'm not going to be mad at him. 1, because his dad's here, and 2, he's hit a lot of them.
New South Wales Metro lead by 3. Less than 2 minutes remaining here. Here's Runnels again using that length.
They've just got to stop letting him get downhill. That's the one way he can kill you. They've got to jump off and make sure they catch that first step.
So Evans checks out, and back comes in O'Donnell, who, as we know, was awesome at the end of that fourth with a couple of big blocks. Into Mundine. Just about being the best today for New South Wales. Pittman right there on Proctor. What can he do? Working away. Here's Ayubi. Running out of time here. He's got to fire Mundine. And the 3 ball a little strong, but it's fallen out to O'Donnell. So reset the shot clock. Morgan now with a chance.
Yeah, you wanna try to get Proctor a catch here. There you go.
Oh, nice play by New South Wales.
I just feel more comfortable. If I'm New South Wales, let's just get the ball in Proctor's hands and let him make decisions. I think that only good things can happen from there.
So Hawk now trailing by 3 after leading by 14 in the fourth quarter, Queensland North. Can they arrest the momentum? There's the 3 ball from the top. That's a big-time shot from Rory Hawk. Gee, they needed that
badly.
46 seconds remaining. We're all tied up again.
He really hasn't looked like making one this half, but that's a big one. He's made them when they count.
Looks so confident letting that go as well. Hands it off to Proctor. New South Wales with a chance.
Oh, I think he got bumped there.
Looks like a bit of contact. Yeah, it's fallen out to O'Donnell. Yates with the hands, and he's come up with it. That's a big-time defensive play.
By Yates.
Tweedy. 20 seconds to go.
Well, they might have the last shot here. Just about a second off, yeah.
Yeah, just ahead of the game clock. What can they do? Hawk. Proctor right up on him.
Oh!
He's fallen on the ball.
It's a jump ball. I don't know where... it's Queensland arrow.
Yeah.
That gives Queensland an opportunity to time out and talk about what they want to do.
So this is almost deja vu here.
Yeah.
Except 7.7 remaining. Only 6 on the shot clock, and it's Queensland ball. So you'd have to say Rory Hawk's got to be the target here, you think?
Hawk or Yates, I think they're going to do something. I think you put Hawk and Yates in a ball screen, or, you know, maybe some off ball. You know, why not set a cross screen, see if you can get Yates a deep post catch? I just love to see that. Put the opportunity in his hands, maybe make the refs make a tough call in there. You know, I think it's got to be one of those two. But I'm calling for more bonus basketball, man.
He's drawn 7 fouls today, Rory Hawk, so being very active. 24 points, 7 boards, 5 assists. Star for this Queensland team all tournament long, as we know.
I think you're probably right, though. I think that Hawks made the big plays for them down the stretch in this tournament. You put the ball in his hands and let him go.
6 seconds to work with.
What you really want to be careful here of is with New South Wales is you don't want to give up the O board. You know, so many times in so many big games, shot goes up, everyone watches. One of the offensive guys gets on the offensive glass, puts it back in, and it's game over.
Rory Hawk to inbound. Into Runnels. Will they look to give it back to him? Runnels uses his length to get in. Oh, he's drawn the foul. 2 shots at the line.
Now, the coach had his hands on his head there. I don't know how good Runnels is from the line. This could be interesting. Gives New South Wales a fair bit of time to get a shot off too.
4.3 left. Plenty of time, really, in the scheme of things. So Wilson to head back in for Tweedy. Potentially a defensive substitution there. It's been great all game on Proctor, along with Pittman.
There you go. It's a
Big
big
shot. Yeah. They lead by 1.
You got to be careful here. If New South Wales got a timeout, otherwise get the ball in Proctor's hands and get out of the way.
2 from 2 for Runnels.
All right, big foul shots.
Great composure there from the young fella. Steps up to the call of his teammates.
Now you'll see New South Wales advance it here. Probably want to get a couple of your shooters into the game. It'll be interesting to see if they sub anybody in, but yeah, look for Proctor to have the ball in his hands to try to create something.
Plenty of time left, 4.3 to make something happen.
Plenty of time. And again, with New South Wales, get on the O boards. You know, shot's going to go up. You want to take a shot with probably 2 or 3 seconds left to give yourself that opportunity for one of your big guys or one of your guards to get in there and go and tip it back in.
Undefeated in this tournament, New South Wales Metro. Came from 14 down in the 4th quarter to force OT. Nearly won it in the end, but Queensland North have stayed in it.
Been a hell of a game. I've loved it. I've enjoyed it. I got people texting me all over the place, asking for shout-outs, calling me the Jeff Van Gundy of commentating. So I think I've got a career in this.
It's the start of something
special.
special.
We'll let the people talk. We'll let the people talk. Okay.
Here we go.
So Proctor inbounding. Looks for him to get it back. Might be some sort of handoff action or something like that, I imagine.
What can we do here? Trailing by 2, New South Wales. Into a Ubi, drives baseline. Out to Mundine, who mishandles it. 1.9 on the clock.
That hurts. I want to foul real quick here. If you,
it's not over yet. They still need to inbound it. Lewis up, right up at him. Into Pittman. They've got it in. So that's it. Queensland North take the victory, defeating the undefeated New South Wales Metro 79-77 in overtime.
Amazing job by Queensland, and the refs have blown something up here. I think they've actually called a foul before the end of the buzzer. Let's see what they come across with.
So we'll wait to hear. Might have been a premature ending, but nonetheless, they look to be in control regardless, Queensland North.
Yep. They've called the foul on Mundine. I don't know how long there will be left to go, but you'll have Queensland shooting. Now, unless there's some sort of miracle on a full court shot here, I think it's almost done. But let's see what they do in terms of time left on the clock.
Can't be a 0.2, I think I heard the ref say. So not long at all. So Pittman, a chance to ice it here with 2. He can put it completely out of reach if it wasn't already.
Rubbing salt into the wound a little bit here. But Queensland have done a great job, mate. Like to come back and to stem that flow, that run in the 4th, exceptional.
Yeah, and this guy's been fantastic as well on the defensive end all evening.
Absolutely.
Pittman misses both, but he gets the board anyway, Runnels. So that's it. Queensland North do take the victory. A great performance there. Got out to a big lead in the 4th. New South Wales came back at them hard. They steadied and won. Hawke was fantastic. Luca Yates, the defense from Pittman and Wilson. Great team performance, I thought.
Absolutely. And good on them. And look, I think that, you know, they deserved that win. They came out ready to play. They scouted them well. They did a great job on Proctor. They did all the little things to get the job done, and credit where credit's due. Excellent job to the Queensland kids. And I've got them down as favourites for the final tomorrow.
They will, of course, meet WA Metro in the grand final tomorrow. So that's going to be massive. Big result for Queensland North. You can see the excitement there. Runnels was fantastic all the way.
Runnels made some big plays down the stretch. He was good. 2 clutch free throws. Did a great job getting on the rim.
Hawk had 24 points in this one as well. I mean, the captain, he's been fantastic all tournament. 24, 7, 5, a couple of steals as well to go with it. And that 3-ball as well towards the end to draw them even.
Made a massive 3 and just continually made massive did huge things defensively for them. You know, was always in the right position off the ball. You know, was like basically was a coach on the floor for the Queensland team. Invaluable.
Yeah, really. I mean, obviously the captain of this team, Rory Hawken, as you said, very much played like it. Inspirational performance from their leader, really, as we see the New South Wales Metro team. Disappointing result for them. I mean, they came into this one undefeated. They've been so good all tournament long, and they battled hard right to the end to trim down that 14-point deficit. They've got a lot to be proud of, but in the end, they probably will feel like this is a missed opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. It's a tough pill to swallow. But in the end, mate, that's how, you know, there's always got to be a winner and a loser. And on the day, Queensland deserved it. And you know, New South Wales just couldn't make those big plays or those big defensive stops when it mattered.
Of course, Anthony Mundine was fantastic for them today with 21 points, 5 3-pointers. He, you know, when they really needed that offensive spark, he gave it to them. But props to this Queensland North team as we see them there. Big game tomorrow for them.